Well, good morning, guys, and welcome back. Uh, this week we've had a lot going on, a real lot going on. It's harvest season is upon us, and I've been working real hard to try to keep up with things and try to take care of some other things. And we're just kind of jump right into it this morning and let you see what's been going on. We got potatoes we've been digging, we got beans we've been picking, we got corn we're picking this morning, and take you along on that trip with me. So it's been a hectic season and or a hectic week, let's put it that way. But anyway, welcome. Let's jump into it. Well, I've been showing you this corn all year ever since I planted it, and it's finally time to start harvesting some of it. I'm gonna try to work it, show you what I'm doing at the same time, and see what we can get. We got one right here. Start with this first one. I can already tell, there's nice tassel is nice and brown. Can you tell that it's nice and brown? There's no green left back up in here, no soft parts. It's kind of plump. I mean, it's not that big of a thing. We haven't had a lot of rain, so what I've done has been trying to keep it hand watered, and with the garden hose. Well, that don't do a lot when you're trying to plump up stuff, but just to look at it again, tear the top off. First thing I'm excited about, I don't see any worms on it, and I've never mentioned it, but I don't spray my garden with anything. I don't use any kind of pesticides. I don't use any kind of weed killer. But look at there. Can you see that? I don't know. Nice, nice kernels there. Squishing with my thumb. Look at that pink, nice creamy colored juice coming off of that on my thumbnail. That means this is ready. It's ready. And so we're going to go pick as much as we can out of here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, about 15 feet long maybe. So we're just going to jump in, see what we can do, and see what we got. And for all practical purposes, we're really only going to get about one ear. You'll get a prominent ear toward the top part. Will be the first ear coming down on the stalk. That'll be your big one. And there may be some subsequent ears under there. And there may be one I miss. So, like this one right here, already went by it. But the smaller, they were going to be smaller, not really do much. You got tassels down through here. But anyway, let me get to picking, and I'll show you what I got when I get back. Alrighty, that's about it here. I'm down into the second half of this row. So these tassels aren't brown yet. So that's my stopping point. If you remember, I planted half of this row, and then I planted the back half of the row about a week or so later. So I'm harvesting that first part of it this week, and the rest of it will get next week or two. So stick around. Well, I get busy with things around here, and I almost forgot to take a picture of what I had picked. But looking at this basket right here is about half of it. I forgot about it, and we started processing it. And then the wife asked me, did I take a picture? And I'm like, oh, I forgot to do that. So here I am jumping in, but I've already, like I said, taken some of them out of the basket, but it was full. The final count on these ears for that first, well, the only picking I'll do probably on this half of the corn was 63 ears that we got. And I tell you, I've been totally impressed. The corn is looking good. And I'll show you the rest of it here in just a second. Alrighty, here's a final on the corn for this half of the crop. I'm looking at, this is the second bowl full as we've been processing it, and that equates to about 20 ears. So I think it's going to be pretty good. It's creaming up real good, and we're putting bags in the freezer. So it's going to be a good ending, and I was totally impressed with the corn growing this year. Right from the trick to keep the crows from pulling it up all the way to keeping it watered and reaping a harvest. And we got good fertilization for most of it, so I'm real happy with that. Another part of this week's adventure was the integrating my baby chicks, who are now right at 7 weeks old, in with the mama hen. I call her mama hen, but she's just my old hen that's still left. I put her in a chicken tractor that adjoins the hen house now, so they can move freely between the two. I was worried about the chicks, but look, there they are. They're going to learn where the ramp's at. I caught them just coming out of the hen house just a minute ago and thought I'd film it. So here they are. I've got 5 of them, 4 black ones and a white one. And she's pecked at them a few times, especially a couple of black ones. The white one, she just kind of gives it a look, and the little white one moves on. So I don't know if it's a thing or what, but anyway, you can see she's just calmly grazing and not worried about them at this point. But nobody's over there drinking or feeding. Whew. That was some kind of adventure, wasn't it? That's just 2 things out of my whole week that's been foremost in my mind and foremost in things I've been worried about, things have been taken care of. And I mentioned a few other things at the opening segment of this video. I've decided to wait talking about those other things like potatoes and beans and stuff like that, and do that updates when I do my July update video, which should be coming up in the next 1 or 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, we've got the corn done, and I'm totally amazed at the corn. It was an experiment. One, I've got woven weed fabric down, and I've got the 1.5 inch holes where I plant seeds. And I've never grown corn that way. And I was really wondering how it was going to do. So it was quite surprising to see that it got as big as it did, and that it was as successful as it was. That was the biggest surprise I had. And if you look back at the beginning of this video, you'll see there's no grass in that walkway either. So didn't have to worry about that all during the whole season for the corn. A few other things it did take over, but that corn it didn't. And so that's looking good. And we had very successful with it. And the baby chicks moving out to the hen house, that was a big deal. If you've ever done that, you know what I'm talking about. So I knew the older hen was going to jump on them and keep them straightened out for a day or two until everybody understands she's the boss. And so that's kind of settled down, and I think everybody's adjusted well to that. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, and I appreciate you joining me and being with me. My name's Don. If you don't follow me, just drop down there and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you come along. If you're a regular here, glad to have you back. You're always welcome. If there's anything you'd like to hear me talk about or see what I'm doing, just drop me a comment below, and I'll be glad to help you out with whatever it is you might need or whatever you might want to discuss. That's fine too. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care of yourself.